Today we speak about the art of breaking the rules, which is an art because it requires courage to go over all the fears of the mind that will always tell us that it's risky, that we cannot go over the comfort zone. But it's not something that we have to do simply just for a spiritual awakening. It's something that we have to do to have success in life, in whatever we are doing, in our job, in our relationships, to have the courage of moving beyond the fears that our mind is placing, to take the risk, to be an outsider, to play the game with rules that the system wouldn't necessarily approve, still in the field of legality, but being out of the box is being creative. It means going onto a path that for which our mind would say wouldn't risk, for which our mind would say just stay on the comfort zone, stay in the safe prison, instead of just becoming an adventurer, or like I always defining myself and yourself too in the community that you are listening, a spiritual explorer, exploring all the different aspects that can be explored in life, going beyond our limits, because it's exactly there that there is a huge land of opportunities which is infinite. By the time we stay within what we know, within what is allowed, within what we manage to think, we are limited. And if we are limited, we cannot succeed. We cannot have a way to see different perspectives, to come out with new ideas, to be innovative, even if everyone is saying, and exactly when everyone is saying, this you will never manage to do that. This will never be successful. There are no opportunity because you don't have this, you don't have that. All the others have more than you. All the others are more than you in terms of numbers. But others might quit, which is normally what the majority of people do. They don't succeed, and I'm speaking generally speaking in life, because they quit before, because they don't have that resilience, that consistency in trying and trying and trying, and then if it doesn't work, in trying from a different angle, they just quit early and they say, it didn't work for me. Absolutely not. It can work for everyone. Has it ever happened to you to quit before the deadline, or as we say, 5 minutes before the final destination? The problem is that sometimes we don't know where the final destination is, but the universe asks us to have patience, to wait, and sometimes the waiting time is endless. And because of course the universe, our spirits want to test us. Our spirits want us to be spiritual warrior, want us, and which is the shamanic path, which is the art of war that would be in the Japanese culture, the Bushido, which is where the second law of Kintsugi comes from, which is the art of breaking the rules. The Kintsugi, it's the art of, from the creative point of view, it's the art of repairing pottery with gold. And then, of course, behind there is a very deep meaning of repairing your own wound, repairing your own inner fractures as a proper art, not just instead putting a patch and creating a puzzle where we see that we have adapted something, but making our weakness, our element of being human, actually strength, showing that we tried, we got broken. So in that occasion, we didn't succeed. We maybe we got emotionally fractured. But then we tried again. We put together all our pieces and we tried again. So just let me know in the comments, how many times have you tried something and then decided to quit because things were not happening? Or because you were just focusing on all the conditions around that were pointing out about a possible failure. And then, of course, those conditions coming from the external reality are images of the soul influenced by the reading code of the mind. Because if the mind has the power of allowing us to believe that we will fail 100%. Because we are directing all our energy towards that whole, towards that known opportunity, that limited happening. And so we are not communicating with the spirit of the event, surrendering, simply accepting that we put ourselves, that's what needs to be done, I would say. Like it's always 50% of strategy, but not strategy coming from the mind, strategy of energetic insisting, energetic vibration and passion when you're doing something and putting yourself 100%. So 50% is always that, and then 50% is simply releasing the attachment to the result and putting the result in the hands of the spirits, and simply saying to you, the mantra, to the universe, just do what you want, spirit of the event. Because the more I try to control, the more things don't align and just fall apart. But still, we have to put our ducks in a row before. We need to be able to have all possible conditions for success, and for which the energy is the first one and is essential. If we are starting a project without energy, it's just starting a journey in a car that doesn't have fuel. So it doesn't have the strengths to succeed, and it also doesn't have the strength to fail, because also to fail requires energy. So when the vehicle needs to go outside the road, it still has to go. Otherwise, if it doesn't start, it's not going anywhere. So there is not even a storytelling element. There is no story to tell to anyone, because the project didn't start in general. Why it didn't start? It didn't start because of the fear, because I'm sure that I will not succeed, so I don't even try. I'm saving my energy, because then I'm just inside myself full of those doubts, of those fierce questions, and they have a massive power of allowing you to fail. How many times have you had these doubts inside yourself?